Hello, Wisconsin! As the leaves turn and the air gets crisp, you might be wondering what's in store for us this fall and winter. Well, get ready because there's a major player brewing far out in the Pacific Ocean that could have a big say in our weather, La Niña. Today, we're diving into a fascinating weather pattern that starts thousands of miles away but can have a huge impact right here at home. La Niña is more than just a scientific term. It's a powerful force that can shape the way we experience the seasons, from the first chilly breeze to the last snowflake of winter. Don't be fooled by the gentle name. La Niña can seriously shake up our weather, especially here in the Badger State. When La Niña is in play, we often see more dramatic swings in temperature, stronger winds, and the potential for some truly intense winter storms. It's a reminder that nature is full of surprises, and sometimes the calmest names bring the wildest weather. This ocean-driven pattern bends the jet stream, steering storms and cold fronts right into our region. The jet stream acts like a giant river of air high above us, and when La Niña takes hold, it can push that river further north or south, changing where storms go and how cold it gets. For Wisconsin, that often means colder temperatures, more snow, and a winter that keeps us on our toes. NOAA forecasters are seeing strong signs of La Niña developing as we head into late 2025. Their advanced models and satellite data are picking up on cooler than average sea surface temperatures in the Pacific, which is a classic signal that La Niña is on the way. These experts are keeping a close eye on the trends, and their predictions help us prepare for what's coming. So, what does this mean for your winter coat, snowblower, and daily life? It could mean more days bundling up, more time spent shoveling, and maybe even a few snow days for the kids. Whether you love winter sports or just want to stay cozy indoors, understanding La Niña can help you get ready for whatever the season brings. We'll break down what La Niña is, how it impacts Wisconsin, and what you can expect this season. From the science behind the phenomenon to the practical ways it could affect your daily routine, we'll cover it all. Whether you're a weather enthusiast or just want to know if you'll need extra mittens, we've got you covered. So grab a warm drink, settle in, and let's get started on this journey through Wisconsin's winter, with La Niña leading the way. There's a lot to learn, and together, we'll be ready for whatever the season has in store. Let's break it down. La Niña is a climate phenomenon that might sound mysterious, but its effects are felt all around the world, including right here in Wisconsin. To understand La Niña, we need to take a journey across the Pacific Ocean, where it all begins. Picture the vast Pacific, the largest ocean on Earth. During La Niña, powerful trade winds blow from east to west, pushing the sun-warmed surface water away from the coast of South America and toward Asia. These winds are stronger than usual, almost like nature's giant fan, sweeping warm water across thousands of miles. As the warm water moves west, it allows cold, nutrient-rich water from the deep ocean to rise up along the South American coast, a process called upwelling. This upwelling not only cools the surface waters but also supports thriving fisheries and marine life in the region. The result is a massive patch of cooler than normal water stretching across the central and eastern Pacific. This isn't just a local event, it's like dropping a giant ice cube into the world's weather system, disrupting the balance of heat and moisture in the atmosphere above. These changes in ocean temperature set off a chain reaction. Air pressure shifts, wind patterns change, and the entire global weather system starts to adjust. Storms, rainfall, and even droughts can be influenced by this single phenomenon. One of the biggest impacts is on the jet stream, the fast-moving river of air high above us that steers storms and weather systems. During La Niña, the jet stream often takes a more northern route, especially over North America, which means the usual paths of storms and cold fronts get shifted. La Niña is actually the opposite of another climate pattern you might have heard of, El Niño. While La Niña brings cooler water to the East Pacific, El Niño does the reverse, piling up warm water along the South American coast, and changing weather in a completely different way. But this year, it's La Niña, the little girl, that's calling the shots. Her influence is subtle but powerful, shaping the kind of winter we'll experience here in Wisconsin and across the globe. Both La Niña and El Niño are part of a larger cycle known as the El Niño Southern Oscillation, or ENSO for short. This cycle swings back and forth every few years, acting like a pendulum that drives dramatic changes in weather patterns worldwide. ENSO is one of the most important drivers of climate variability on Earth. It can trigger everything from devastating floods and hurricanes to severe droughts and heat waves, depending on where you live and which phase is in control. In the United States, La Niña typically means the southern states experience warmer and drier conditions than usual. This can lead to droughts, wildfires, and even water shortages in some areas. Meanwhile, the northern states, including Wisconsin, are more likely to see colder temperatures and increased snowfall. For us, that means bundling up, shoveling more snow, and preparing for a winter that could be longer and harsher than average. So, La Niña is much more than just a change in ocean temperatures. It's a global domino effect, where a shift in the Pacific can set off a cascade of weather changes that ripple across continents and oceans. This year, Wisconsin finds itself right in the path of La Niña's influence. The jet stream is likely to bring more frequent cold snaps and snowstorms, making our winter weather even more unpredictable. By understanding how La Niña works, we can better prepare for what's ahead, whether that means stocking up on winter supplies, keeping an eye on weather forecasts, or just knowing why this winter might feel a little different. So, as we settle in for another Wisconsin winter, let's see what La Niña has in store for our state, and how this global phenomenon will shape the season ahead. So, what does La Niña mean for Wisconsin? Every few years, this global climate pattern stirs up the weather, and here in the Badger State, its effects are hard to miss. If you're wondering how your winter plans might change or what to expect as the seasons shift, La Niña is a big part of the answer. La Niña pushes the polar jet stream farther south than usual, right over the Great Lakes in Wisconsin. This shift in the jet stream acts like a conveyor belt, steering weather systems directly into our region. That means we get a steady supply of cold Canadian air, sweeping down from the north and blanketing our state with chilly temperatures. You can expect a winter that's colder than average, with temperatures often dipping well below freezing. The cold can settle in for days or even weeks at a time, making it feel like a true Wisconsin winter. With La Niña, cold snaps become more frequent and intense. Those bone-chilling winds and icy mornings, they're likely to be a regular part of the forecast, so get ready for some serious winter weather. Your furnace will be working overtime, and you'll want to keep those cozy layers handy. From thick socks to heavy coats, staying warm will be a daily mission. It's a good time to check your heating system and stock up on firewood or extra blankets. The same jet stream that brings the cold also sets up an active storm track. This means more frequent weather systems moving through, bringing a mix of precipitation and sometimes wild swings in conditions. In the fall, you'll notice more rain than usual, soaking the ground and filling the lakes. As winter settles in, that rain turns to snow, sometimes heavy, sometimes relentless, covering everything in a thick white blanket. This is the classic La Niña setup: cold, wet, and busy with storms. Meteorologists watch for these patterns every year, and when La Niña is in play, they know to expect a more dramatic season. For Wisconsin, that means blizzards and snowstorms are more likely, with roads sometimes disappearing under drifts and neighborhoods transformed into winter wonderlands. If you love winter sports, this is great news. Skiers and snowmobilers can look forward to fresh powder and long trails with plenty of opportunities to get outside and enjoy the season. But with all that snow comes more shoveling and tricky driving. You'll need to clear your driveway more often, and icy roads mean extra caution behind the wheel. It's a trade-off: more winter fun, but also more winter work and responsibility. Still, there's something magical about a real Wisconsin winter. Towns come alive with holiday lights, kids build snow forts, and the whole state feels like a snow globe brought to life. So, get ready for a season that's colder, snowier, and more exciting than usual. Next, let's dive into what all this means for snow totals across Wisconsin. Colder and wetter usually means more snow for Wisconsin, and this year, the odds are high. Persistent cold means most storms will bring snow, not rain, especially from late December through February. Fast-moving Alberta clippers will drop frequent light snow, while the occasional big storm could bring heavy, wet snow. Lake effect snow will ramp up for areas near Lake Superior and Lake Michigan, dumping extra snow on the snowbelt. While not every storm hits every town, the overall trend points to a busy season for snowplows and winter sports. Time to prep your snow gear. This winter could be a classic. While Wisconsin braces for snow, La Niña can bring much-needed moisture to drought-stricken northern plains and Rockies. The storm track favors above-average precipitation in the north, helping replenish soil and build mountain snowpack, crucial for next year's water supply. For the west, a deep snowpack is a natural reservoir, slowly releasing water through spring and summer. But it's not all good news. The southern U.S. often gets warmer and drier, worsening drought in places like Texas and the Southwest. La Niña divides the country. Some regions get relief, others face tougher conditions. It's a reminder of how one weather pattern can mean very different things across the map. Let's see how the season unfolds for Wisconsin. As La Niña strengthens, Wisconsin's fall will be a roller coaster, mild days mixed with early cold snaps. Expect a cooler, wetter autumn with the first frost and even snowflakes possibly arriving before Thanksgiving. Wet ground heading into winter could mean more spring flooding, but for now, it's just a damp, chilly fall. By December, La Niña's influence peaks. NOAA forecasts below normal temps and above normal precipitation for Wisconsin. That means more cold air outbreaks and regular snow chances. Businesses that rely on snow will welcome this forecast. But for most of us, it's time to prep for a cold, active winter. Higher heating bills and travel disruptions are likely. Get ready. This winter could be one for the record books. Forecasts aren't guarantees. La Niña's impact depends on its strength and timing. A strong La Niña means more confidence in a cold, snowy winter, a weak one, less so. Right now, models point to a moderate La Niña lasting through winter, but things can change. If it peaks in January, expect maximum impact. If earlier or later, the effects could shift. Small changes in the Pacific can mean big differences here. That's why scientists constantly update forecasts as new data comes in. Seasonal outlooks are about probabilities, not certainties. Stay flexible and keep an eye on updates. La Niña isn't the only player. Other climate patterns like the Arctic Oscillation and Madden-Julian Oscillation can amplify or dampen its effects. A negative Arctic oscillation can bring even colder air, while the MJO can trigger brief thaws or major snowstorms. Add in global climate change and things get even more complex. Warmer air holds more moisture, possibly leading to heavier snow. The Great Lakes staying ice-free longer can boost late-season lake effect snow. Seasonal forecasts blend all these factors, but surprises are always possible. That's why it's smart to check for updates as the season unfolds. Stay tuned, winter is always full of twists. In summary, La Niña is setting Wisconsin up for a colder, snowier winter than usual. We've covered how it works, what it means for your daily life, and why staying informed matters. Prepare for higher heating costs, travel delays, and plenty of winter fun. Check trusted sources like NOAA and your local National Weather Service for updates. Take simple steps now. Service your furnace, check your tires, and stock your emergency kit. Being ready isn't about worry, it's about smart planning. Stay safe, stay tuned, and get ready to enjoy a true Wisconsin winter. That's the forecast. Now, here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.